over and like hand the reins to them because I'm already doing everything. So I guess advice for that.
We're going to take care of you. Your church loves you, for the record. Thank you for having the courage and the vulnerability to share that, first and foremost. I love that you're already connected and rooted in community. We're going to take care of you, first and foremost. Second, I'd say is do not limit God. God is a God of abundance, not scarcity. And so although there are challenges and what seems like hoops that somebody has to jump over, God has done it before, he could do it again. And so do not limit him. I know you're a woman of prayer. I know you'll do anything to sacrifice for your kids. I already know that. And so don't limit God. God's a good God. And what I would do is I'd ask for three things. I ask for this every single night. And I pray these over my boys. I pray this over my family. I ask for the wisdom of God. I ask that God would fill me with his spirit. And I pray for the favor of God. And so I pray for wisdom, his spirit, and his favor. And watch, I don't know, there's just a season at some point when you put so much seed in the ground or seed spiritually in the ground, God will just make it grow. I'm telling you, there's spiritual tactics to that, and there's strategy. I think if you want community or you want, this is a general principle for anybody, vulnerability will lead to community. So what she just did, how many know the entire room immediately got compassion and a heart for her? Yes or no? Yes. Why? Because she was vulnerable. What I would suggest for everybody, including you, lead with vulnerability. Yep. Be wise with it. Be careful with who you share certain things with. Like, I wouldn't be descriptive or detailed in an environment like this, but something like that, a question or a statement like that, immediately people are endeared to you. And I guarantee you there's going to be a couple people that come up to you, probably in the next 5 to 10 minutes, they're like, I want to pray for you. I want to help you. Maybe there's some investment done. Guarantee you, just because of vulnerability. And so that one tool, I think, will open doors for you. And then come talk to us after service. We want to be able to minister to you and pray for you.
Can I add one more thing? If you have anybody in your life that's saying to you when you share, this is a conviction of mine that I want to wait until I get married to be able to have that type of intimacy again in my life. If they're telling you there's no way you're going to do that, they don't have room in your life. There's no space for them in your life. Those are not the people who should be surrounding you. You need to be, the people who you should make room for are the people who are going speak life, who are going to be like, yes, I'm right there with you. That's what we're going to pray for, is that someone's going to come alongside you that's going to partner with you and say, yep, and I believe in that too. We're going to do that together.
That's right.
And so on and so forth. But those people are not the people who you should be sharing your heart with. Protect your heart from those voices.
Surround yourself with people of faith. Just because you share history doesn't mean you share destiny with them. And so I think it's very important for you to set boundaries, even if it's blood family. And my assumption is that's probably where it's from, is sometimes just because they're blood doesn't mean it's not bad blood. And so we have to set boundaries with people, and that might mean limitation or that might mean separation for a season. But surround yourself in an atmosphere of faith, and I'm telling you, God will show up in your life. Yes, he will. Amen? Yes, he will.